There we are. How exciting. Hey, Lily. How you doing? How is everybody? I'm just having a late night coffee. I'm late as usual, but perfectly on time. You never know. I did things tonight since I'm so kind. Last week we did medical scans. Turned out to be not medical scans because nobody wanted to pay for a medical scan, which is crazy. Tonight we're going to do free readings tonight. So let me write that down so I don't lose myself here. And we're off on this day. This day. Oh, wait, that's last week. Okay, got my dry erase board here so I know what days I work and stuff. Share out, give the video a like or a love or a comment. I appreciate you. I'm going to take a moment to share from to my profile. I hope you will do the same. Thank you. As soon as I think they usually wait like 3 minutes before they let me. Facebook is so stupid. Hi, Cheryl. Hey, Shantae, how are you? Good to see you. Long time no see. Everyone crawls out of the wood. Free readings. Tonight is free readings because okay, there it is. Where are we at? 2 minutes. Not bad. Hi, Elspeth. I know, but I try to get here like at exactly 7 o'clock, but it didn't work out that way. Not at all. So it's good to see you too. It was a long read, but I had it while I was out and then I forgot. So I will answer it, okay? How am I? I am fabulous. Everybody share. Thank you. I appreciate it. No ID. That's a cool name. Hi. All right, come on in. Share out till you get a share badge. I'm not doing any readings for any badge. So if you would like a free reading tonight, if you want to qualify, you have a badge. That is how it works in Facebook land. That is how it works with me when I use energy for energy, right? If you want something from me, you do something for me. I believe in reciprocity. So, boop. I'm sharing. I hope. So, it's good to see you. Hi, Joanne. Hello, everybody. Okay. All right. So we're going to do, I'm getting hot already. And I haven't even started yet. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Debbie. Oh, man. It's getting hot in here. So I am getting so hot. And I gotta put my hair up. Don't mind me. Hi, Mama. I overheated when I'm doing the hair here. Can I throw that in there? When I'm doing readings. So put my hair up and say to hell with it. To hell with it. Okay. All right. Have a good night. better. I hope you feel better. Let's give everybody a second to share their badge. Think about whatever question you want to ask. Okay, you get to ask one question, people's names that I give the reading to, so that I don't give the same person more than one. Oh, you're welcome, Cheryl. Oh, that means a lot to me, darling. This is my OG color, my original. Hey, Chandra, weren't you just live, or was that somebody else I saw? I don't know. I just was on Facebook for a quick second to share myself. I shared. So is there a reason that I got declined? What are you talking about, Christine? Christine, badge next to your name. It has to be to public places like to your friends or on your Facebook wall, set to public settings. Hi, Christine Kavanaugh. That's right, Elspeth. Sharon is Karen, even with that. You're right. Okay, girlfriend. It's fine by me. Oh, Rhonda's live. Oh, well, tell her pop back over there. Today, y'all, I got to tell you this strange thing that happened to me today. I make the same amount every night for the next morning. It's enough for 2 cups of coffee. The coffee this morning, like both of my cups of coffee, and there's nothing left in the coffee pot. Anyway, coffee tonight, and I just put like enough for 1 cup of coffee, and this is my second whole bunch left in the coffee pot, and I don't know how that happened. Oh, I missed you too. Where have you been? I missed you too. Okay. Friend, how are you? Girl, I've been thinking about you. Hope you're doing okay. We should talk sometime. I know you're a night owl. Maybe after I'm done working. What do you think? Wouldn't that be fun? We haven't chatted in a while. Check your post settings to make sure that it is a public post. Hi, Patricia Lewis. Brianna. Make sure that it is a public post. It's set to public when you share. Or that you're sharing in. Hi, Debbie. Is this talk to me anymore that I was calling? That's very vague, Chris. But let me just say, I don't see your name, so I can't ask you. Okay, Jill says, I would like to know if my husband is with me. Now that I will answer. Did your husband have something? I'm getting abdominal pain as soon as I read your message. Pain. So are you having problems with your stomach right now, Jill? Or was this him? Did he have a colon issue? Jill, I'm going to write your name down. Forstic. I'm sorry if I. Okay, I do have somebody. I'm getting abdominal pain. Somebody who's passed over, and it's right on the left side. So this could either represent something going on with the colon, or it's going to represent the abdomen. Okay, that's what I'm getting. So do you have somebody passed who? Yep, good job. Yep, good job. What is that for? And I just feel like I really want to just rub it. Oh, it hurts. So, does this make sense for your husband or somebody else that you have passed? And if it's somebody else, who is this person to you? Um, okay. He's telling me, first of all, that he's listening to sad songs. Does that make sense to you? Have you been kind of okay? Your grandfather. Good, thank you. Do you understand this message? He said that you've been listening to the crystal at the bottom of the cards. What cards, Janet? What cards are you talking about, Janet? Yes, you have been listening to sad songs. Okay. Did you Sorry, Jill. I'm sorry if I'm having issues. Did your husband have condition? Um, just those crystals? Is that what you're talking about? I really know. I didn't design the cards. Um, that's from a heart related issue, like a heart attack, or it could even be like their heart stopped. Yes. So your husband passed from the heart. I did ask your grandfather to just speed us right to him because they're not going to be very long. Oh, that's weird, Lily, because I didn't have it set up to go live until right. Yay, Cheryl. Heart attack. Okay. Did you recently lose your sense of taste? Oh, did you have okay. I'm getting that right now. Okay, hold on. Because I'm the loss of taste right now. And I get it now. This is a whole new way for them to say for me because usually it's the smelling thing, but they're telling me loss of taste. With he couldn't taste food. I guess that would have to do with his sense of smell because without your sense of smell, you can't really taste food. He's also talking about crying like a baby. He said when he passed away, you cried like a baby, which it's understandable. Husband. No, you don't understand. I still think that's reasonable. Yes, but for days on end, he's telling me that you were inconsolable. Jill, did somebody give you like I'm just gonna say this. Did you to get some sleep? Because it feels to me this is what he's trying to tell me that it came to the point where somebody had to medicate you to get you to sleep because you were so upset. They did. Okay, thank you. Popping you a Valium or something just to get you to get some rest. And he said, when you woke up, it was like you were in a dream, and that it just didn't seem real. And he's telling me that it still doesn't seem real. He's also talking about you having to take medication, Jill. You're okay. This is what he just said to me. Um, he said that it helped you. Do you have a garage? Do you have, because he's talking about hanging out. You do. Okay. Did he like to tinker in there or like work on stuff, and telling me that he's been hanging out in the garage? Yes. Okay. Do you go out there sometimes just to hold his things? Do you still have like his tools and stuff like that on in the garage? Do you still have that stuff? Can't bear to get rid of it. You do. Okay. And he's also showing me like smelling shirts. Did he wear like a polo shirts? The ones with just a couple of buttons. Yes. Telling me you got rid of some of them. That's fine. That's fine. He's also telling me that he said that okay, slow down. He's telling me that when you look in the mirror, feel like you have aged so much just in the last 2 years. 2 years? No, I don't know what the no is for. Um, does this make sense to you? Because he's showing me and just seeing lines on your face that you did not. No polo shirts. Okay, that's fine. He's just shirt, and he's talking about how you feel like you've aged. So, your husband passed 2 years ago, hon, um, because he said in the last 2 years. Right, no polo shirts. Yes. Okay, so what happened 2 years ago? Was this what attack? Because he's talking about the last 2 years. Was it 2 years ago, like at the end of 2019 or towards 2020 years for a reason? Something significant happened. Had a heart attack in 2020 years ago. That's what he's talking about. Yes, ma'am. He said that you haven't felt, and then this just adds insult to injury. He said that you haven't felt, telling me that you also that like you still get like little chest pains and it scares you. Does that make sense to you? Is that yes, you haven't felt the same. Um, do you understand about the little pings, like a little ping here and a little ping there, and it scares you and it makes you feel like you're pings is what he's calling them. Yes, for sure. Okay. Okay, so he's just he's gonna go now, I guess. He wants you to know the he wants you to know that he kisses you goodnight every night when you lay down. Talking about kissing you here. This is to me when somebody kisses you on the forehead, it's like true soulmate, that you're very precious to them. And so he wants you to know that he the forehead every night. Okay, so yes, your husband is with you, and I hope I was able to give you type of closure or relief. Okay, loss. Beth, if you would like to qualify for a free reading tonight, please share out till you get a share badge next. He loves you too, sweetie. He loves you too. Lily, did you try to go to Facebook? Oh, I don't have good signal, of course. I want good signal. Oh man. No, I don't know. Love you too, dear. I hope everything gets better for you. It better I will kill him. There is no place in line, Lily. It's just spirit is telling me to go to whoever. Okay. There is no place in line, but what was your question? Facebook land. Okay. Okay. Who's next? Don Brown. Don Brown. Don Brown was the first two. Don Brown, what is your question? From now on, I would hope so. No, it could be anything. It could be a psychic reading that you want, other than medical scans. We're not doing medical scans tonight. If you have a question and you have shared to get the share badge next to your name, share badge next to your name. Can you tell me about what would you like to know about your grandson? Don Brown. Don. Is he reincarnated child? Rainbows, 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 rainbows. I'm hearing he is a rainbow. That is like when somebody had a miscarriage or born or something like that, and then they get pregnant and have another baby. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. So does that make sense for somebody somebody that's close to you that is not in your biological family, Don? He was. Mm-hmm. So did you have lost his mother? Okay. So that's what he's telling me. The soul family stepping forward for you is telling me that he's a rainbow. So that means lost and found. Okay. Lost and found. And that's what the rainbow is, the beginning and the end of the rainbow. And he's talking about they're telling me about his soul. And they're talking about it being child that he either has come in as or is coming in as. If your daughter has already had, she lost that one, then that would be the soul that they're talking about. They're talking about that soul being, and being able to hear, um, being able to hear um, like tones, sounds, frequencies. It's like they have long hearing, and it almost feels like, you know how like somebody would be when they're like does she have like an autistic child or something like this? Because it's just who is just a very sensitive, who can like um, pick out sounds and music, and just like if I were to hear a song and then you could just play it. Okay. I wasn't saying like autism. I was saying like who is like a, how do I say that, guys? A very gifted child, but not in the sense that they are um, like somebody who can play the piano when they're two, somebody who can paint, like Vinci, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm hearing, and it has to do with sound. Yes, music, absolutely, 100% interested in music, and that's what I'm hearing. He's a very strong sense of sound. Okay, so make sure that your daughter gives him musical instruments. I'm hearing the piano specifically. I really feel towards the piano, and this is why it just feels to me like somebody who is gifted. Okay, hope that helps you. Savant, yes, something like that. Yeah. It's interesting because a lot of autistic children and adults, if they were to really tap in what interests them, you know, if they were given to try things, you would see that they all have an extremely talent at something. Don says, I wonder about and he's interested by the Titanic. Yes, that reminds me of somebody else. That's interesting. Yes, child protege, absolutely. A maestro is what I'm hearing. I think it has to do with piano. Make sure you give that child a little kid piano, and then get him into. I think he will learn very quickly. He's a natural talent. Okay. All right, we're gonna go to the next one. Okay. Where's the person that came over from YouTube, and who's the person that came over from YouTube? Please share it. A reading tonight. Sheila doesn't have a sheer badge. You're still okay, Lily. What's your question? Janet just came back from YouTube. Okay. Well, thank you so much. Jackie, it has to be public. It has to be Facebook, She's curious about David. David is a very strong soul. There's a lot of strength. It could even be that he likes to work out and stay in shape. But I am seeing a lot of David. I feel like his spirit is strong. I am seeing smile on him too. Does this make sense for you, hun? Is he a dark-haired man? Yes and yes. Okay. Um, I'm feeling like there's a connection here in your soul. So I'm not sure. I feel like he has something for you. Okay. Because I'm seeing like this. He's he has love for you in some way. I'm not sure if it's I don't I just they're not if it's platonic or romantic. Okay, they're not showing me that. So you would have to as far as that's concerned. But I do see him like picking you up and um can he pick you up? Has he picked you up? Lily. Okay, I think he's going to pick you up. Wait, I'm just smiling really big. I do feel like he's going to come and see you. There's going to be a connection. I do feel like he's very attracted to you, Lily, okay? So, I hope that answers. Okay, let's see. Hi Tani. If for a free reading tonight, please share out till you get a share badge next to your name. I appreciate you. Okay. Share publicly to at least 3 places. The card was the Queen of Wands with the crystal balls at her feet. Janet, I don't really know what like I said, I didn't design, so I don't really know what they're supposed to mean. It doesn't specify the book that came with it. It doesn't say, oh, look, these are what these things. Some cards do that, but this one doesn't. And there's a bunch of them. There's 2 there in front of the lion. So it could just represent using your intuition. I mean, usually like connecting to your higher self and trying to see. It could just represent that. I'm not really sure though. That's just my take on it. Okay. Long time no see with you too, Mizelle. Okay. Share until you get the share badge next to your name, star, and I'd be happy to do a reading for you. Okay, who's next? Mizelle, what's your question? Thank you for sharing. What's your question? Something popping up on my reason. I don't know why. Do I? Yes, Noah, you have the badge. And I have midterms coming up. Will I pass? Yes, I think you will. I don't think performance on your end because I do feel like you've been really distracted lately and I don't know why. Have you taken it lately? Mizelle? Yes, I know. You have been very. All righty. Let it be known that I asked on 9/26/2022 if took a pregnancy test lately. Everybody, write it down. Just just wondering. Just wondering, Mazel. Wondering. I wouldn't have asked if it didn't pop into my mouth. I wasn't even asked. Write it down. Make a note of it. Make a note of it. Just make a note of it. Teresa has a great question. Teresa Teresa says, I say, Mazel, I say good because you really an emotional wreck the last time you were pregnant. That it was very, very rough for you. And I wouldn't wish that on you again. Okay. Question. My mom and dad are on the other side. What will happen when he passes? When his second wife passes, they will all be together. No hard feelings on anybody's part. Your mom and your dad and your stepmom are all in the same. They reincarnate as different people to help each other grow and evolve as a soul. There's no hard feelings there. Okay. Chris, go ahead and write your question again. You're welcome. Thank you for sharing, Star. How can I help you? What's your question? Write your question. Is this person going to talk to me anymore that I was talking to effort? I'm hearing that it was just a phase. So if I'm not sure what they mean by that, they could phase that they were talking to you, or it could mean that it was just a phase currently talking to you. But either way, it's going to shift, and you'll know soon enough. Okay, so it won't stretch longer. Thank you, Patricia. I appreciate you. Okay, for Chris. Star Grant, what is your question? What is your question? I'm gonna pass. Am I gonna pass my permit? Oh, not this time. What is this? feel like you're very skittish when I'm driving because I want to jerk the wheel. Like I'm very extremely nervous. And so I feel tremendously. And I think that you need to be more comfortable the wheel or around police officers because I think that it might be the person that you're driving police officer or some kind of like uh, DPS or something to public safety feels to me like you're very nervous around them. I don't know if this is something just everybody in your family is officers or what, but it feels to me like there's a lot of nervousness here, and I'm not sure if it's because of taking the test or if you've already taken it once or twice. But I honestly feel going to pass the first time, but don't be discouraged, okay? Because um, you'll see by being in the car with this person that there's really nothing to worry about. Sad, I'm sure that you're not going to pass the first time, but much more comfortable the second time, and you'll definitely pass the second time. Okay, so just get the first one out of. But I'm seeing you like hitting a curb or something. Like you jerk the wheel, you're hitting a curb thing, something on the side of the road here. I'm not sure, but um, everything will be well eventually. Okay, so don't get discouraged. All right, Noah says, Marky Hall. Where's Marky Hall? Oh, wait, did I miss it? Marky question. I'm still waiting for them to put their question. What is your question, Marky? Noah, for some reason, I'm not seeing your question. Okay, I saw my husband. I saw my husband today. We're separated, and he was looking like he still loves me, and there's a chance we'll get back together. Do you see? Your husband's first name? You're welcome, Star. Don't be nervous. I look, I don't even know how many people passed the first time, but I didn't first time that I got my license. I mean that I tried to didn't. So okay. Christian, you asked a question 3 times, and I wish you could just be a little more patient because we're going in the order that not the order that you dictate. Okay. Gabriel. Okay, tell me Gabriel. Feel like at some point in the future, look, I don't know if you've done some what this is with him, but they're talking about him being your long lost lover. So I feel like even if for a while, at some point in the future, you will come back together again. It feels apart to appreciate each other a little bit more. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. To grow apart, grow apart, back together again. Not grow apart. Isn't we're growing apart. We don't talk to each other. No, grow separate from each other. Okay, and so, but I do feel a long lost lover. I feel like this is. I feel like this. I feel like your husband will and him will get back together. But I really do want to. I really do want counseling or something. Okay, because I feel like it just seems to be like couple or individual counseling because it seems like there's like a communication issue. Somebody's not talking about how they feel. Okay. Can you see my comment now? Uh, Wondering if someone or something is trying to contact in my sleep. Oh, those are fun. I feel literally a wake-up call for you, Noah. And let me look at this, if you don't mind. I'm going to connect to your energy. Noah. I'm feeling like there's, I can hear the knocks that you're hearing, and this is like you have, you're being shown this is a wake up call for you, and I'm feeling here there's some kind of a blockage. We're like, hello, we're trying to get in, we're trying to get through to you. Something with the throat here, it feels like a throat chakra blockage, something along the lines here. I feel like you have a long talk with somebody that's long overdue. Do you understand this, Noah? I feel like you have to talk about, I don't know what kind of relationship this is, but there's that needs to happen between you and somebody else. And I feel like you're a little closed off emotionally. Okay, Maria. Okay, there's a talk that you need to have with somebody here. Okay, there's a talk, Maria, that, and it just feels like we're stuck here in the throat chakra. There's spirit with you. They're trying to give you a wake up call is what I'm hearing, and I feel like you're closed off. Just seems to me like everything is kind of bottlenecking here, and spirit's like, hello, we're trying to communicate with you, we're trying to help you, we're trying to get you. You are closed off big time. We're path. And so you need to start, first of all, the throat chakra. The throat chakra is blocked. You have to speak your truth. You have to talk to this person. I don't know what kind of relationship this is, if it's a or like a family member that you need to have a talk with, but you need to talk. You need to speak what you should do. Okay. You need to speak your truth. You need to get this. All right. Feeling for you, your mom. Okay. You need to have a talk with your mom. You're closed off emotionally. It feels like you've been really hurt by people. If I feel like your family has been the hardest thing for you to overcome. And I'm not just talking about your mom. It feels like your whole family has been really hard for you to. It's like setback after setback here, but it also keeps you opinion about things, keep you from voicing your opinion, because it's like you're always getting shut down. And I just feel like nobody really validates where you're coming from feelings. All right. So Maria, it just feels to me like you have to stand in your personal truth and that away from you. Your truth is your truth, her truth is her truth. You guys can both not agree. All right. Like that's totally valid. You're coming from another. The fact that you just need to respect each other, even if they're different, respect each other. And I feel like your mother been, I don't want to say put in a place where she needs to. I don't think she understands, because you're her child, that it just feels like your mom doesn't can have a different opinion than her. It feels like she really wants you to agree with her. She wants good daughter and do exactly what she says, but that's just not the way that it works. So if you have to write it out in a letter, write it out in a letter. If you don't, in your best interest to have this conversation with her right now. I mean, we are, and it would be really hard for people to have, hard feelings between them on the holidays. Write it out. You don't have to give it to her, but you can write it out exactly how you want it. Then don't give it to her. And then in a couple days, go back and read the letter and make it as kind as you can. Okay. So we're not trying to hurt people with our pain. We're trying to get them to understand how we feel. So just rewrite it a couple times to be as kind as you can. And then if at some point where you feel like you can't make the letter any better, then okay, that's what you should do. All right, who's next? Let's see. ice cold. Please share out. There's only 38 people watching. There should be way more if all of you have shared to three different places. Billy Joe, what is your question? Please share out till you get a share badge next to your name. Billy Joe, what is your question? When will I rent my own place? Mining coming in to help you? Do you mean money? Any coming in to help you? When will I rent my own place? Let's look. I don't see a good possibility of this happening till at least okay. And then in February, I do see you signing like a 6 month somewhere. But honestly, I feel like you're gonna struggle with this. So over the next 4 months, I really want you to work on budgeting your money. Work on like reducing the money that you put out for bills unnecessarily, reducing and really learning how to budget for what you need to pay for, things that you want to pay for after you pay for your basic needs. Okay, try to save as much as you can, because I feel like after the first of the year, it's going to be I feel like turning the page. January feels really important for you, turning the page, but it almost feels like a fresh start. Does that important for you in January, Billy Joe? Why is it important in what's January for you? Marker here. You don't know? Maybe it's just the first of the year and feeling like some kind of a fresh start, but it's an important marker is what I want to say. Well, January is a new year, so hopefully new year, new you. Work on controlling your spending is what I'm hearing, Billy Joe. I feel like you really need to control your spending. I feel like you have an impulse buying problem. Does that make sense to you? And just struggle. If you have your own place, you're going to struggle because you have not got this impulse. Okay. And I don't want you to end up right back where you started. Yeah. You could, by all means, you definitely could, but you need to budget your money better. And I just don't see having any skills in that regard. So watch some YouTube videos to learn how to budget your money. Living like paycheck to paycheck and just scraping by, because I feel like if you do ability of all bills for yourself, that you're going to have some problems. You need to control your impulses. Okay. So I wish you the best of luck. Just try, but that can be a lengthy process depending where you live, and if you're in a metropolitan area or an urban area, sometimes that process takes a while. Okay. Hi, Jody. How's it going? Okay, if you would like a reading to Christian Connerly. Christian Connolly. What is your Christian Connerly? If you would like a reading tonight, please share a share badge next to your name. You're welcome. What is your question, Christian? Please type your question. Hi, Regina. Hi, Denise. See you. Oh, you look so pretty in your profile picture. Danielle, I'm putting you on the list after Chris. Thank you for saying for you to say. Around me and who? Let's see who we got. I have an older male coming through, an uncle or a grandfather. They're holding up two fingers, so I feel like it could be an father. Somebody either passed when you were around the age of 20 or has been gone for 20 years. 20. Okay. And this person, I feel like this might be a grandfather. I'm not really sure. That they used to see you like every week, or it's like a regular schedule, like visiting on the weekends or something like this. And I also have no. Okay. An older gentleman, please, who he's given me the number 2, and it's 2. I feel 2 different spirits here for you. And it's an older male that would be like a grand. So this could either be your actual grandfather or somebody that was a friend of the family, the father, and saw you regularly. And then I have an older female here, and she's given me, what is this initial you're giving me? She's giving me an A. She has short hair. It looks like it's been permed, and she's also wearing like her ears. I feel like little pearls or something. Who am I reading for? Christian Connerly. Christian Connerly. Who do you have with the A initial, either first or last name? That's a female. You're not sure. It's like an old fashioned name, like Astor, or it's going to be first or last name. Does she have an A first or last name? And did she get her hair or have very curly hair naturally? Is it curly hair? Did your grandmother have curly hair? And I'm also stomach, like she had some kind of a issue with her stomach. And she's making me cough, so I'm not sure if she got sick or if she had bronchitis or regularly had like issues with her lungs. Adams. Okay. She's showing me, I don't know why she's showing me applesauce. I don't know if she liked to make homemade just was fond of applesauce, but she's showing me applesauce for some reason. Like a jar. She's showing me like a jar of like Mott's applesauce. And it could mean a few different things. That's why I'm saying it could be, because they show me things that I know of so that I can like just to you. Hi Tina, how are you? Person here, and I'm getting a lot of issues with the throat. So they were on like a respirator before they passed, intubated, or actual had something going on. Okay, Christian. And again, I'm getting the pain in my lower abdomen. This area that I'm getting this in, this area that I could be like an ovary, or it could be the colon, because they're both very close together. It could be one place or the other. I'm okay. She's not. She's putting images here for me, honey. Okay, I can. She said she has darker skin. I can see you, Tony. Yep. So you do have several people around you. I want you to know that I do have these two males for you. It's not connecting them with people that have. These two males are coming forward for you. They gave me a 20, a 2, and a 0. So this could be somebody that passed old, or it was 20 years ago. So it might be hard for all people that passed 20 years ago, but it almost feels like somebody passed in some kind of an accident along. So getting for them, there are two different age groups, same age group. Grandfather type energy, like a much older man, and one was younger. And then you have over here. So you wanted to know who is around you, your grandmother Tina. Okay, and these are the people. So I hope that brings you some comfort. All right. Tony, friend, if you would like to tonight, or me answering one of your questions, please share out until you get the share badge next to your name. So usually this is 3 times. Facebook likes people to share, recognize that you shared, and it has to be to public places. So if you're going to make a post, then it would be you would have to make sure that that post is public. All right. We're not doing paid readings tonight. we're not doing that tonight. These are free readings tonight. Just, but I appreciate you. That's so sweet of you to try to make money for me. I told everybody when I do free reading, the very first thing is, okay, if it's not free readings, then it'll say live psychic readings, or readings, or, but it won't say free. Okay. I don't see it until you share enough times that you actually get the little share man. I'm sorry. I understand. I understand. I'm sorry to hear that, Lynn. Thank you for watching, though. Appreciate you. Nope, that's right. No paid readings. Okay. Danielle Berryman, you're next. Danielle, what's your question? Danielle Berryman. How's your mom? Share until you see the little share man next to your name. Do you see spirits around me? Cheryl, I'll put you on the list, hon. You'll be next, Cheryl, okay? Let me do this reading for Danielle. Thank you for sharing, Cheryl. All right. Danielle wants to know if there's her. Danielle. It's no. Are you related to Jill? That name looks so familiar to me. Do you have a relative named Jill, Danielle? Michelle, I'm going to put you on the list. Please have a question ready for when it's your turn. To know who's here. Do you have an older female? I'm getting pain in my arm, and this usually means like a heart attack, that they've had a heart attack during their life. It doesn't necessarily mean that they also represent having, it could also be like if this person had like a tattoo, or you never know. It could represent either one of those things, but I am getting pain in my arm, so I have to say arm. Hey. I feel like this person tried to be like a peacekeeper. This person, everybody getting along. Okay. It doesn't feel like they're very old. It died way too young. It feels like they died way too young. They just have such a, this is a female, sweetheart. This is a female. Spirit itches. Oh man. It feels like young. I'm getting somebody with long brown hair, and it feels like she feels like somebody who would break up a fight, or somebody that would try to calm if there's some kind of an argument. It seems like she's the kind of person that just wants everybody to get along. We don't have to do this. And I'm seeing like big hoop earrings. I don't know who this is for you. If this doesn't make sense for you, Danielle, as somebody that you might know that has passed away before, um, then it might be for somebody. Seeing somebody, you have a friend that passed away. Her name was Catherine. Did she have brown hair? And I'm getting a pain in my chest right here in the middle of my chest. And that's not normally where I would get if it was a heart attack. So maybe this is some kind of a car accident or some kind of trauma to the chest, shot. I don't know who this is, but I feel like the person has brown hair. It looks like they use hairspray and gel and stuff like that. They've got like they've got big hair. Could be New England, maybe. But she feels to me like somebody like a peacekeeper. Does anybody know who this is? And I'm hearing the name Jody. Is there a Jody here? I have a friend, but she was in an accident before she died. Okay, does she have long brown hair? And did she was it kind of curly? So or like because it just feels like she's got hairspray and it feels like somebody who likes to break up a fight, somebody who tries to okay, then yes, then this is going to be your Catherine. Scrunched hair. Yes, ma'am. That's exactly what I'm seeing. Like should be the kind of person that would wear a leather jacket for like fashion. She really feels like a good-hearted person. Just wants everyone to get along. She's coming to me in a motor. So this is like one of the ones that has like a zipper, like you zip it up and the thing folds over. I don't know why she's coming to me in this jacket, but this is what she's showing me. Um, she wants everyone to get along. God damn, my nose is it. Who is messaging my page right now? Why? I'll find out what she passed in, but her boyfriend. Okay, that might be what it is. Because she's coming to me in like a biker jacket, showing me what kind of flower is that, ma'am? Well, the white ones with the yellow and like just daisies. Do you grow flowers? No, I don't. I don't see you going back into that career. I see you doing something else, okay? That you shared and it didn't show, but I answered your question. Um, she's showing me flowers. She's giving me like a handful of daisies, and I don't know what daisies represent as far as flowers. All flowers, I don't know what daisies represent, but it's just a very simple bouquet. She's talking about fresh cut flowers. Do you cut flowers in your house? Do you grow flowers? What is this reference of you? Magda? Magda, are you reading the people I'm reading? that. I'm sorry to hear that. Tony, I just answered your question. So now you'll have to watch the replay because so tell me about the flowers. Hello, Amanda. I think I lost Danielle. I'm not from her, so we're going to go on. Okay. Next is Cheryl O'Brien. Cheryl, what was your question, Cheryl? It would be 114. Tony? The reference to the daisies. What connection do you have to daisies, fresh cut flowers, or growing flowers? Do you have what is this connection to flowers? Yo, I have a baby in heaven. First time speaking of this. Okay. I know. Cheryl, did you have a question? Thank you, Sharon. You're a sweetheart. Was it a boy or a girl? And are they all right? Let me find out for you, sweetie. Girl. It was a girl. Understand what I'm saying, that you just felt really ill for this baby, Cheryl, because I'm just feeling really ill. I don't feel right. Yeah, I just feel really gross. And it just feels like, were you extremely nauseated when you were pregnant? Like really, really sick? Yes. To me, it just feels like one of those god awful, like from the very first moment. No. I was going to say that it almost feels like it wasn't going to work out no matter what, because of the way it just feels. If I would have delivered her, I probably would have died. Yeah, it feels to me like it's not viable. For some reason, I feel really, really sick. And I just it wasn't in your best interest, okay? Like my whole body feels really bad. Oof. Oof. Man. Let's get some water in this. Did you have any other babies after that, Cheryl? I'm just curious. Yes, she's definitely happy. It's funny. And I saw an image of a little angel playing a harp. So you're fine. Don't worry about it. I'm not. I'm not going to die from feeling all right. No, you did not. Okay, so I'm because she's showing me like a little cherub. Okay, so I feel like your little baby went to the angelic realm. Would make sense why you didn't have any children after that. Because if you had at some point, I honestly don't feel like you could have had a viable pregnancy. It just feels like something is not conductive to giving birth in this life. And I don't know if it's just life cycle that you're in or if it's blood related or genetic, but I don't think, um, I don't carried a healthy baby to term regardless. I don't. But yes, she's definitely okay. She, she plays angelic harp music. That's lovely. Little naked baby angel. How cute is that? Okay, who do we have next? Thank you for allowing me a question for you, Cheryl. I appreciate you. Michelle Hawk, your doc said that you get toxic. That's what it feels like. It feels like you had like Rh negative blood or something. You have a cherub tattoo on your shoulder. Thank you for that. I appreciate. I'm glad that they showed me that little naked baby. Maybe you could get a little harp next to your little baby cherub. Like to know if you have any messages from my son or my daughter for me. Let's see what we got for you. So these young souls, what I'm hearing is that like you really want to scream. Okay, that's what I'm seeing, and I'm hearing you really want to scream, like you need to scream. It feels like a lot of frustration, Michelle. Almost feels like I'm running into a brick wall, or like I don't turn, and I just want to scream. FYI, scream therapy is really good for you. So you know, if you don't have anywhere private in your home where you can always go sit in your car with the windows up and turn the music on loud. Just scream as loud as you can for as long as you want to. Really therapeutic. I used to do that when and I would get frustrated. I would go into the walk-in cooler and I would just scream so loud and just rah! back back. That was many years ago to own restaurants, but I haven't had to do that for a while. You can always scream into a pillow, um, and and you don't want people around you to hear. Probably not in the bathroom while you're taking a shower because that would just make it louder. That's probably do it, but I do feel like you have some frustration that you, Michelle, and your children are very much aware of that. Okay, it just they learned that you're bottling it up. They don't want this to um, taint your. Okay, the way they're showing it to me is like changing the color of your heart. They don't want your heart to turn dark, is what they're showing. Just it's a lot of frustration. And I just heard right now that she needs to settle down. What does that mean to you, Michelle? Settle down. Are you in a relationship? Are you about something in your relationship? Yawning. Okay. I do have to make a phone call here. So, do you understand about settling down? Have you been like having some stress in your relationship or idea about your relationship, Michelle? Here I am, Cindy, pulling you back. Maybe we need to have a private chat. Is interested in having a private reading with me. I do offer 30-minute video chat readings or phone in the United States for $60. And you can book those. The information is at the bottom of the my page information. If you click on the description boxes at the bottom. And I usually do things during the morning and in the afternoon so I can be here with all of you at night. Now, remember I told you right after my son passed, my husband left me for Michelle, I'm so sorry. Do you know how many readings I do? I remember any readings that I do for anybody. Tonight we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You're the 14th person that I'm doing a reading for. If I didn't remember that, I'm sorry that happened to you. Very hurt. Okay, so I understand that. And so your children need to settle down. Okay. You need to get your frustration out. Like, like a punching bag. Like you need a punching bag, like an actual punching bag, not a person. But they're showing me like a punching bag, like either going to the gym, getting your frustration out with a punch. Scream therapy, 2 different things that they've suggested so far. Okay. But they really want you to work on this, like getting this frustration out of you. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we are gonna probably close the readings there. I feel like that's I gotta clear that energy out. That stuff that you're carrying around with you, Michelle. Okay. And I really that got 2 jobs to help with the stress. I'm gonna take some of your anger and your first, but I really do want you to work on releasing the rest of it. Okay. Try to do some scream therapy, and I'm serious about it. If I connect you again and I'm feeling the same vibes from you, I won't read for you. Okay, you have to do the work. I'm not going to keep connecting to people who are carrying around so. All right. I love you very much. I want you to put your life on the right path. To settle down. Okay. What, Patty? And so if you can manage it, do a private read this week, because 180 for the good, amazing screen therapy. So if you can do a private reading. Huh? All right. I'm gonna take some of this for you, and I'm just gonna go get rid of it for you. Okay. But I want you to take care of the rest. I'm only taking a little bit. I'm relieving some of this tension off your shoulders, and take care. Go scream somewhere. Do something. Okay. I love you so much. I want your life to release these emotions. Scream it out. Okay. Why? Thank you, Miss Cindy. I appreciate you. recognizing my frequency is just very high all the time. Except for when I take people's low frequency, then it gets a little bit lower. That's right. Give it to God. God, you can give it to your angels. I'm sorry, I was trying. Okay. Do a private reading if she can, because it's been a miracle in my life. Thank you. Glad to see you're feeling better. Hi. Yes, I am, and we can absolutely talk. Okay. I'm free tomorrow. 1 o'clock was the time that we had decided for your other reading, right, Patty? So I can do. I'm gonna write your name down, Patty. 1 p.m. my time, so that Patty. Okay. Give it to God. You can give it to your angels, your spirit guides. All right. Okay. Tonight, like I said, if you're interested in a private reading, you can find the information in the description box of the video. Hope you all have a wonderful evening. Please like and subscribe to my Facebook page, my YouTube. Hit the notifications, change the settings in Facebook because they won't automatically tell live. Okay. You have to actually manually change that to be notified. Okay. All right. I will see you all. That's great advice, Daniel. I will see you all tomorrow. We'll come back we'll do Tarot Tuesday. Sound good?